Alright, so I'm going to try to make this as quick and as painless as possible. This is one of my first videos. Sorry if the audio quality is a little terrible and the video quality is a little shaky. I will be moving the camera around several areas of my living room. I'm in my wife's domain. I came out of my den. I don't really have the most room in my den, so that's why I'm in the living room. Hopefully you guys don't mind the quality, but whatever. This is the best I can do. Anyway. We're going to start with the Gears of War banner. I have this on the wall normally in my room. It's behind my computer and my TV because that's the only place I have space for it. Gears of War 3 banner. I don't really need to explain much more. We'll angle this down a bit and we'll start from left to right. All the way on the top left, we have 2 curb stomp kits. Underneath, we have a set of Gears of War coasters, a Gears of War keychain, which I can hold up a little closer, just standard. It's probably like a third-party keychain or whatever. A third-party Gears of War poker chip that was made from just a regular Gears logo or whatever and then placed on a poker chip. We have a replica Gears of War controller keychain that would have been released right around the time the system came out. This actually goes for anywhere from like 25 to like $100, dude. If you're lucky to get one under 50, fucking grab it. If you can't, well, you know, sorry. I got mine for about 20 with a couple of shirts and some random stuff. We got a 100 range necklace, just the normal typical Gears of War star when you reach 100 in most of the games. Typical medallion. They have several colors of these. They have it in black. They have it in silver. I got this one in gold. It's by BioWare. I'm not sure if it's officially licensed. It might be some kind of knockoff from China or whatnot, but it's pretty cool. We have the Gears of War 3 dog tags here. We have the wristband. From Gears 3, we have a Gears 3 bracelet, just a typical metal bracelet, probably has some kind of insignia on it. Gears of War pin, we have another Gears of War pin. This was from E3. This is somewhat hard to come by, not really though. I mean, if you look hard enough, it's on eBay. It's like anywhere from $15 to $50, depending on how lucky you are and how nice the seller is you find. We have some Gears of War dog tags, came from the release of Judgment. These are kind of hard to come by. From what I understand, they were released in the UK. I haven't opened them, obviously, as most of the stuff you've seen so far hasn't been opened. I don't open things. I'm a collector. It's worth more money to be closed. So that's my thing. Anyway, here's a Microsoft Store keychain that was released from Gears 3. Has Microsoft on the back, has Gears on the front. We have a regular Gears of War keychain. This is rubber, just a typical NECA keychain. I'm not sure how much this would have went for, but just a typical keychain. This one's open. We have a Crimson Omen cog. Whoops, yeah, not holding that up to the camera. There we go. There's just a typical cog keychain. Nothing special about it. It says Coalition of World Governments on it. Moving on, we have a set of Gears of War 2 cog tags. We have a set of Gears of War 3 cog tags. I have over here, we have a Gears of War license plate that was probably most likely released at the Microsoft Store. I'm not exactly sure, but this is really hard to come by. I've only seen one of these on eBay, in addition to a hockey mask that was released right around Gears 3 that came out. I've only seen one of those. I don't actually have one, unfortunately. Moving on, we have another set of cog tags. These came out right around Gears 3. We have a set of cog tags that I just acquired today, actually. These are brand new. Unfortunately, the package was open. These are for the release of Gears of War Ultimate, I would assume, because this came out right with the new wallet. I actually have the new wallet. This came out a week or so ago. Haven't opened it. Don't really plan on opening it. But yeah, anyway. Here's another Gears of War wallet. This one's open. I have the matching one that actually is still sealed. I don't plan on opening the other one. I don't even know how I got the open one, but that's that. Moving on, we have a Gears of War Zippo. This was maybe $40, dude. I've never seen another one of these. This is like the only one I've seen on eBay. If you can find one, grab it. It's probably worth maybe $50 to $75. Some of the Zippos go up to a couple $100. If you're that diehard of a fan, definitely pay whatever you feel is necessary. Other than that, I really wouldn't pay much more than like $50. Gears of War 1 release dog tag. I also have one open here so you can get a better view of it. Here's the one side, the other side, just typical logo or whatnot. Moving forward, we have a cog tag and a dog tag from the Gears of War 2 cutout standee. Those are hard to come by. When the release of Gears 2 came out, these only came with the standee, so I don't even know how I got this. It was mixed in with another promotional lot or whatnot. But yeah, so that's what that is. These are just generic, just a typical like fucking chintzy set of cog tags. I don't even know where I got this from. The dude makes them, I think, in his basement or something or whatever. Anyway. What do we have next? We have a Gears of War screen vision from the release of Gears of War 1. I don't even know if I'm allowed to have this. It's a promotional screen copy of the commercial, I guess. Maybe the original Gears commercial or whatnot. I used to have 2 of these. Unfortunately, I gave one away. I mean, it was a nice gesture at the time. I do regret giving it away, but these are really hard to come by. I've never seen another one of these on eBay. I bought this about maybe 2 years ago. Next, we have a set of Gears of War pins. Let's turn the camera a little bit so you can start seeing the other edge of this table here. A bunch of Gears of War pins, nothing special, different people or whatever on them. The Gears logo. Whoops. There we go. Forward. A reservation card from Target for the release of Gears 2. I bought this off eBay. Paid a couple bucks for it. Once again, just a collector of things. I thought this was cool, so I hang this on one of my frames when it's on the wall. Next, we have just a random vinyl Gears thing that I could stick on my car. I actually have a black one on one of my back windows. Above it, we have the artwork book. The reason I have this out real quick, I'm sure you've all seen this. This came with Gears 3. It was inside the collector's edition. But I have a signed picture here. Let me try to hold this up. There we go. It's signed by Chris Perna. If you can see, terrible copy. Terrible camera work here by me, but sorry about that. I'll actually switch to a picture. I met Chris Perna back at Comic-Con last year. I met him and his wife, really cool people. I follow his wife on Twitter, Monster Wifey, if you want to check her out. Shout out to her, she's really cool. But anyway, we'll move forward. That's that. Alright, cool. So next we have a Gears of War keychain. It's the Retro Lancer. This is pretty cool. This is official merchandise. Getting to my keychains here. This is pretty cool. Wasn't very expensive, maybe 10, 12 bucks on eBay. And we have a one-shot keychain. This is pretty cool. Just a promo item. It was either maybe given away with a pre-order at GameStop or whatever. Not really sure. Have a Gears of War Lancer keychain, which came from the UK. This one's slightly different than the one that was released here in the US from NECA. I assume it was licensed by, let's say, yeah, this one's NECA too. But I got this one from someone in Greece. So that one was pretty cool. This actually ran me like 50 bucks, dude. I don't even want to fucking admit that publicly, but I don't know. You gotta do what you gotta do when you collect shit sometimes. Moving forward, we have another one. We have another Gears of War Lancer keychain. This one was from FYE or maybe Coconuts or whatever store over here at the time had the promotional sales going. It's got a NECA keychain on it. It's a little different than the other one. It's slightly different. The casting of the mold was a little different. The color is a little different. The material might even be a little different too. I'm not really sure. All right. Anyway, moving forward, we have a Gears of War Nasher keychain. This was a third-party item, not officially licensed. It was a little disappointing when I found that out, but I keep these on my seats to hang in my car. I have a Hammerburst keychain, same kind of thing. It was a third-party item. I wasn't too happy when I figured that out once again. Let's see, what do we got? All right, let's move forward. Let's turn the camera a little more. Sorry, once again, folks, I am not a cameraman. My skills with this will be terrible. We have a whole box of Gears of War mints right here. We have the Gears of War Centaur tank over here. I have a Gears of War Judgment Silverback model kit, which I don't plan on opening and putting together. Maybe one day when I have kids, I'll start opening some of this stuff up and, putting it together. But for now, it's a collector's item, and it's going to stay that way unless I need money one day down the road. This is honestly, here we go, the next piece. It's a Gears of War press kit from France. This is probably one of the rarest pieces I have, honestly. It was for the release of Gears of War 3. This cost me about $110. I'll open it up real quick. Dude, this thing is awesome. You will not really find any of these left on eBay. I'm surprised I found one. It's really awesome that I did. It's a great piece to have. Just some typical information. It's in French, for Gears 3. Open it up once again, like I said, just typical stuff about, I guess, the release of the game or what was going to be at the press conference and, stuff like that. Just a bunch of pictures and, what the game was going to look like or whatever. Anyway, pretty cool. Slight damage to the back, but other than that, it's pretty mint. Next piece, this was the coolest thing in the fucking thing, bro. Look at this. This is a blood bag of supposedly Marcus's blood. It's a beta survival kit or something like that. Beta kit, they survive. It's like strawberry bath gel or something, but this is epic, dude. This, you will not find another one of these online, and if you do, buy it, right? Because this is a collector's item. Alright, let's see. Moving forward, we have a syringe pen, which is pretty cool. Typical syringe pen, just says, Gears 3 on it or whatever. You can find these really anywhere, these syringe pens. Not obviously Gears of War 3 one, but, everybody's seen one of these at least once in your life. You got this cool metal here. It actually looks like it's stained with blood. It actually has like a wet blood look to it. You know, you probably really can't tell officially in the video. Sorry about that, but this thing is cool as hell. This stays in the kit. I will not wear this or really display this unless someone asks me to open it. It has a matching pin that has the same kind of like little blood effect on it, where like it literally looks a little wet. I don't know if you can kind of catch that, but pretty cool. All right, moving on. The last two pieces. This was a let's see, is this a download? This is a download of some sort. I cannot read French. I assume it was it was a Gears of War 3 beta download. Back in the day, it would have given the press access to maybe the beta early or just the beta in general. And then here we have some beta kit band-aids, which probably led way for the curb stomp kit that I had over on the table just a minute ago. But that is actually, like I said, that's one of my rarest things. It's gonna stay on the shelf. It's not gonna really get open too much, and I'm not really gonna play with it. And that's really that. I'm not really sure where I put the foam for that, but oh, there it is. All right, cool. Just close it up. All right, moving forward. All right, we'll get into the clothes and stuff. We'll start out with some posters actually. If you look from left to right, you actually have the what is it? The Crimson Omen with the wings or whatever, the little cog, whatever you want to call it. It's late. I'm confused. Don't mind my slip of the terminology. But you got the blue flag on the left. Came with the collector's edition or the Marcus statue. I forget what it came with. Then you have a picture of a corpser coming out of the ground. Looks like he's on fire. Then I have a Baird poster from Gears of War Judgment. It's actually signed by Raxzilla and PK. I was fortunate enough to have one of my friends attend PAX East one year, and it was right around the time Judgment was coming out or had just been released, and I fortunately got him to sign that for me. Next poster is a picture of the whole Gears of War gang, Anya, Cole, everybody, Marcus. That was actually, it was possible for you to win a signed copy of the poster. There were like 15 out of 100 signed. I bought mine, took a chance from Epic, and unfortunately it wound up not being signed, but it's still a cool piece. For any further pictures of this stuff too, guys, I know the camera work is terrible, it's probably too bright, and whatever else. But anyway, if you can, from what you can see, that's the description for now. Oh. Anyway, there we go. The next one is an SDCC Gears of War 2 poster. Came out right around the time Gears of War 2 was coming out, 2008, when Rod Ferguson, Mike Capps, John DiMaggio were at Comic-Con. They were signing posters. It was there's another poster. There might be two more that correspond with that size and that whole series. One of them, there's another one I'm pretty sure that has the whole gang. It's lit up. It like all the Locust characters, the Queen, every single Locust variation is in the poster, and it's pretty dope. The lighting's pretty cool. Anyway, that's the best description I can give you without you looking on eBay. So that's that. Looking down on the floor, we will start with the shorts all the way on the left. Those are just typical Gears of War 2 shorts. Above that is an SDCC Gears of War shirt. It's a skeleton X-ray on the back. It has a spine and a Gears of War 2 symbol. That's pretty cool. That's a Comic-Con shirt. I've seen it go for as low as $25, $35. I've seen it go as high as like $250. Do not pay more than like $50, $75 for that shirt if you're really, really into it. On the right of that, we have my wife's shirt, which I paid for, so it's part of my collection. It's the pink Gears of War shirt. You want to talk shit and say I rock that, feel free. It's definitely not mine. Next to that is the Locust bandana. Wear it on your face for Halloween or whatever. Still got the tags on it. Then you have the UFC Gears of War bandana next to that, down left. And the cog tags next to it. It was at the UFC event. I think it was Rampage versus... who the hell was it? It was Rampage versus Jones or some shit. I don't even know who it was, dude. Once again, I don't have all my facts. It's late, but there's also a shirt that goes with that to complete the set. So it's the shirt, the bandana, and the tags. The shirt I'm working on getting. It's on eBay. They want like $70. It's a little too much. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but we'll see what happens. Moving forward, right next to that, there's a letter there from actually the voice of Carmine, Michael Gu. And proof of where I bought my Carmine action figure that I will go over with you later. I just have it laying there for lack of a better place. So we will move on. Above the Gears of War bandana, we have another shirt of my wife's. It's just a typical, Gears of War logo shirt. That's really that. Next to that, we have a beanie, a Gears of War beanie. I'll try to actually move in a little bit and see if the camera will reach a little, which it probably will not. Anyway. Right underneath the Gears of War poster that we were talking about a minute ago, you'll see I have a sealed Gears of War shirt as a scene of a Brumac or whatnot from Gears 1. Next to that, you have the the scene from the cover of Gears of War 2 with Marcus holding the cog tags. Then you have another Gears, just a red colorful shirt. I'm not even sure what it looks like on the front. I refuse to open these. They're collector's items. They're worth a lot more to me sealed, and a lot more to anyone else if I ever need money, if I have to sell them. Alrighty, moving forward once again. You can't really see it too well. The camera doesn't reach too far, but anyway, on the top of the table you'll see a Gears of War logo above a green picture of Marcus next to the left side of the console. From top to bottom, that once again, that black thing is from SDCC. It's the cover of an upcoming magazine or Karen Travis book or something. I don't exactly know what it's going to be the cover of, but it's just like an insert. It's like a thick piece of cardboard. Underneath that, in the frame, like I said, the picture of Marcus is signed by John DiMaggio, and it's signed by Mike Capps. Underneath that, you'll see the Gears console with the box. None of the wires are there. It was too much work to get the wires. Underneath that, you will see the Gears of War carrying case for any size system, really. It'll fit the slim, it'll fit a tall system. It will not fit the Xbox One, unfortunately. On the right of that, you'll see the Gears of War shoes. It was from the Globe shoes. I don't know what game it came out for. They're very old. I paid my buddy for them. He still had the receipt. They've never been worn. They're mint. To the right of that, you'll see that I have a little scene. You got like a little, you got Ram, and you got a boomer there fighting Marcus, and above that, standing on my gold Lancer, you'll see Mario Phoenix. It's a mashup of Mario and Marcus Phoenix. He's got his arms raised with a Lancer in his hand. That's pretty dope. That was from Mexico, $6, and I bought it. I've never seen another one. It was probably the only one in existence, dude. It was maybe sold at a local store, flea markets, or some dude just mashed a head on there and kind of painted it. I don't know how it worked. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Mario Phoenix. Above that, you'll see the Gears of War stocking. It's for Gears of War 3. Let me try to move the camera over a little bit so I can give you a better view now that I'm getting closer. Alright, we have, I'm just going to tell you what we have because, like I said, I can't move the camera any further than this. Let's see. Alright, on the top of the couch there, you have the, not the top, but right over here. You have the headshot drone. It's a drone with his head popped. I guess it was a headshot by a snipe shot by the long shot or whatever, or maybe just a pistol shot, who knows, or even a shotty shot, whatever. I have two of them. One of them doesn't have the articulation sticker. The articulation sticker is worth more. If you have that, collectors will look for that, or, you know, resellers or whatever. Well, resellers don't give a shit, but collectors will look for that. Moving to the right, you have an original Marcus from Gears 1. Then you have a Kim from Gears 1. It has a Toys R Us sticker. Once again, look for the Toys R Us sticker. It's worth more money with that. Next to him, you have a Rom from Gears 1, Toys R Us sticker. Next to him, you have a Cantus. He's not really worth as much as any of the other ones. He's a little more sought out after, whatever you want to say. But he's not really like a variant or a chase. The ones with the stickers and you know, special weapons and things are the ones that people really chase after. To the right of that, you'll see Marcus Phoenix with a gold Lancer or whatever. Moving to the right over, right there, you'll have the Marcus Phoenix with the gold Lancer. Then you have a Palace Guard next to him. Then you have a Grappler, I believe. The only reason I got that one, because he's not really that sought after. I got a decent deal at a toy show on him. I bought a ticker next to that. Thought the ticker was pretty dope, so I picked that one up. Moving back over here, you have, once again, you can't really see it too well. The wire doesn't really extend that far. But you have a Gears of War, Rom and Kim 2-pack. It's Rom executing Kim on the left there. The one next to it is a gold Hammerburst 2-pack. It's got the Locust drone and the Locust sniper there in the 2-pack. The reason it's chase figure is because of the gold weapon. Next to that, you have a Marcus and Dom 2-pack with the gold Lancer. That's a chase set because of the gold Lancer. Next to that, you have Marcus executing a Locust. That's this one right here. You got blood splats coming from the chest and stuff. Next to that one, you have another Chase 2-pack. It's a Marcus and a drone. It's got the flaming weapons. Next to that, you'll see a Dom, which you can't really see it, but it's signed by Carlos Ferraro. I met him at I don't even have the pictures ready to show you guys, but I met him at Comic-Con the year before that when they were debuting the Torque Bow for Triforce. He was signing posters. They were doing some trivia. He made everybody scream out "Sup bitches" a few times. It was pretty dope. Moving forward, what do we have next to that? We have a Baird with a gold Lancer, which, like I said, I know you guys can't see it, and I wish I could do a better video. I'll do more in-depth videos on each pieces or each variant piece or whatever later on. But like I said, that's Baird with a gold Lancer. Next to him, that's Anya with a pink Lancer all the way on the end. If you look up top, we'll go through the action figures first. From right to left, you have a Theron guard, an Elite Theron from Comic-Con in 2012. Next to him, you have a Jace Comic-Con figure from 2010. Next to him, you have a Lambent Grenadier from 2009. And next to him on the left, you have a Carmine from 2009. Carmine is actually my rarest action figure. It's signed by Cliffy B. It's signed by the story writer for Gears 2, Joshua something or other, I believe his name is. And it's signed by Michael Goo. I reached out to Michael Goo. That was this over here that I was talking about before. You have the papers there and the little Comic-Con badge, the little yellow and the white badge there. The badge is proof of the ownership of the figure and that it was obtained from Comic-Con. The signature, because like I said, there were people from Gears at Comic-Con that year. What I did is after that, I reached out to Michael Goo on his website. He's a really cool guy. I told him I was a huge Carmine fan. I offered to pay return shipping and forward shipping to him and from him if he would sign my action figure if it wasn't too much. He completely agreed. It was great. I don't have any pictures of it, but I do have proof in the pages underneath the Comic-Con badge that I showed you. It's me and him going back and forth in emails, so that's my proof for that. So it's signed by three of the probably the most important people right around the time that the figure was at Comic-Con. Definitely worth about $300, maybe $400 depending on who's going to buy it. Probably will never sell it. Like I said, that is like my rarest piece right there. Next to that, there's another Chase figure. It's a tiny little 2-inch or whatever the hell you want to call it, 3-inch maybe, Marcus with a blood splatter and a gold Retro Lancer. Alright, moving down, right where we had the little scene of the action figures before, like I said, the Boomer, the Rom, Marcus, and Mario Phoenix, we have a gold Lancer, a gold regular Lancer. It was gold, it was released in the UK, they released it gold because if you walked around with a gun that looked like a gun, you would probably get shot. This doesn't look like a real gun, so it's gold. Underneath it, there's a Retro Lancer box, which the gold Lancer belongs in. Person I bought it from didn't have the original, but gave me a comparable box. So anyway, that's that. Underneath it, where you see Ram and Marcus standing, is actually another gold Lancer sealed in its original box directly from NECA. I bought it from NECA. Unfortunately, I don't have a receipt. I didn't keep the packing list from eBay, but it is completely sealed and brand new. Moving on. We have a regular Lancer there, the blood splatter version. Unfortunately, I'd love to have the Metal Triforce one. I don't. This is the next best thing. There's the box right underneath it. That came from the same dude who sold me the sneakers. A good friend of mine. Real good deal. It's in real good condition. So are the sneakers. Both mint. Brand new. Underneath that, we have a gold Retro Lancer, which was another UK release. Once again, it's gold, so you don't get mistaken for having a real gun or whatnot. That's really that. And we'll start moving over here and try to move the camera a little closer because we're getting towards the end of the video and the end of my collection, unfortunately. So far, we've gone through maybe about 75 different pieces, roughly. I haven't been counting. I counted earlier, and there was a ton of stuff. We'll start from left to right, top to bottom. It's the first one is Gears of War 1 PC. Next to it is Gears of War 1 for Xbox, sealed, brand new in the plastic. Next to that is a promotional Gears of War 2 display case from GameStop. Underneath the Gears 1 PC, you have a sealed steel case from the UK to display how the releasing case of Gears 2 might look in the UK. It tells you a bunch of info on it. It's got the PEGI 18 rating on it. I have two of them sitting next to each other. They're brand new and sealed. Next to that, we have a sealed Gears of War Japanese edition. It won't play in the US, but I thought it was more rare. It's from another country. It's sealed. I got a really good deal on it. So that's my sealed Gears 2. Next to that, you have two unsealed Gears 2 collector's editions. One for me, one for my wife. Above that, you'll see a Gears of War 1 standee from the release of Gears 1. There's two of those. One of them has the Xbox green on the bottom, similar to what you see on the game cases. This one does not. I'm not sure which is more rare, but the standees are definitely rare and they're definitely cool. Moving on, we have the Marcus statue with a little scenery. If you got the collector's edition for Gears 3, that's what you got with it. You see underneath the book with the cog, and next to it on the left is actually a steel case from the UK. If you pre-ordered from X Store, you got that steel case, and that's actually has a brother to it, which it's another steel case that the game actually came in, and it had the green Xbox writing on it as well. This one is just a promo case that was given as a bonus, I guess, or a pre-order gift or whatever. Alright, cool. Next we have the Gears of War 3 standee. The clock doesn't work. I assume the battery's dead. Got an empty case next to it. Marcus standing up, similar to what you see in the statue next to it. Below that, you have 4 copies of Gears 3. I actually have a couple more on my Xbox and random bullshit. You want to start talking DLC, we can start talking DLC, but that's useless for me to mention. You see the 4 copies, and then the other collectors. So you got 5 copies of Gears 3 in front of you. Next to that, you have Gears Judgment, 2 copies, once again, me and my wife, and then randomly, you need an extra copy for whatever reason. Above that, you have 3 sealed steel cases. The one on the right is Gears Judgment. It's sealed. It's actually got an extra copy of Gears Judgment underneath it, brand new, sealed. The middle one is another Gears Judgment case, which it's like the that lady and the fire scene from the opening cutscene of Gears Judgment. And then you have Baird in handcuffs for the 3rd case that's next to it. And you also have the magazine for the release of Gears Judgment. I guess there was another cover, right? There was Cole on the cover too. I don't have the other one. Pretty sure there were 2 covers. Other than that, I have a Gears of War Judgment standee. It's actually open but not displayed. It was open for pictures. One of those retards on eBay who opens things for pictures. That actually lowers the value. I hate when people do that. But, that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's been choppy. I know it's been rough. It's been all over the place. Please feel free to like, comment, hit me up on Twitter at monster, MONSTIR_. Sorry if my volume's been a little loud and whatnot. Sorry if the, any complaints you have. Just sorry about that once again. I don't really do too many videos, but this is my collection. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I win this contest that Gears is having. If you see my video on YouTube before the contest is over, it ends Monday night at 11:59. You can submit a video of your own Gears of War collection and potentially win some nice swag. So hopefully I win. Hopefully you win. Have a good night, folks. Peace.